If you are moving to North Carolina or you already live here and you've always wondered about some of these state historic markers, well, I'm out here at Rocky River Presbyterian Church and you'll see a guy referenced here, their first pastor, Alexander Craighead. Well, what does that mean? Friends, it's time for you to learn a little piece of American history right here in the cradle of this amazing country. If you look at the North Carolina state flag, you'll see the date May 20th, 1775 on there. You'll also see that one of your choices for a North Carolina license plate says First in Freedom, May 20th, 1775. And maybe you've wondered at some point, what does that date mean? Because most Americans are taught in school that the big day is July 4th, 1776. Actually, 14 months prior to the Declaration of Independence on July 4th, a bunch of ragtag colonial patriots right here in North Carolina, in Mecklenburg County, got together and said, you know what, we've had enough of British rule, and put together the Mecklenburg Declaration of Independence. That was then taken on horseback by Captain James Jack all the way to the Capitol to be brought to the North Carolina representatives. At that time, though, our elites that were in our early Congress said it was just too soon to break off from the British overlords. But here in North Carolina, we tend to push back on elites because we think the common people really know how to do things well. And if you're wondering what that's got to do with Rocky River Church, well, Alexander Craighead was a very fiery Irish preacher who had settled here. And one thing you'll learn about North Carolina is that this area was settled by the Scotch-Irish. He started 7 churches. They're known as the Seven Sisters, and this is one of those churches. In fact, this was on his route in to Charlotte, where he got even more people brought together through a very fiery faith and a fiery decision to govern themselves. So now that you know a little bit more about the Mecklenburg Declaration of Independence, keep your eye open for Meck Deck Day, which is on May 20th every year. And if you want to dig into the genealogy, you should know that we have very active daughters of the American Revolution here, of whom I am one. And we'd love to help you know more about the history of this great country, and especially the cradle of it right here in North Carolina. And when you want to move here, you can actually live right here in this area. It's still fantastic, still full of great people, and you're going to love it here too.